Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth, man. We got a little time. We kind of ways away, and I'm gonna have to wait for this pickup. So I want to get something else out of the way. So I want to talk about debt on this and how what I notice about people is they try to avoid what they fear. But some things you just got to use a little more intelligence and wisdom. Let me give you an example. If you sitting on a pile of cash where you could pay for something, you think the rich always pay for what they pay for outright? They don't. Here's some things that you want to look for if you choose to finance. One, you want to make sure you get the best interest rate that you can get. And make sure they're not being racist against you. If you're black, trying to get you a higher interest rate than they would somebody white that's the same income level. But two, you want to make sure that your debts don't stop you from being able to save 20% or more of your take-home income. So if your income is $4,000 in a month, then you don't want your debts to be able to stop you from saving $800 per month minimum. If they do, then you want to start exercising more precaution. But if you make the money and you choose, let's say you got $10,000 in the bank. Yeah, you could go get a car for $10,000 or $5,000. But what happens if that car you get, somebody run a red light and smash into you and totally? You say, well, the insurance will give me another car. They may not give you a car worth the one that you had. See, this is one of the games that's played. See, now you want to be able to, that's one of the most important things. You want to, and you want to be able to save 20% or more and not touch it. So that means that you want, if you're making $4,000 a month, you want to keep all of your bills within that, maybe like $2,600, $2,800, because you know you're gonna have to have food, you're gonna have to pay for gas, and as long as you make room for these things. I'm telling you firsthand how I get in trouble and how I got in trouble, you know. So you think you gotta always listen to people that already got it. But if a person learns from their mistakes, that's a person you can learn from too. See, the times I got in the most financial trouble was times where I wasn't like paying the close attention to how much I had available to what is this, where I need to turn? Wait, hold on, let me make sure. Nah, this ain't my turn yet. How much I had available. See, I was letting people go by how much I make. But what I should have been doing is you go by how much you take home. How much you take home, not how much you make. All the bills is how much you take home. And you got to factor in, okay, I get paid every week. Let's say I like to use the $1,000 per week after tax. If you make $1,000 per week, then that means whatever your rent is and whatever, again, you got to be able to save $800. So all of your other bills, you figure if you factor in $600 for food and accessories, then all of your other bills should total $2,600. All your other expenses, all your other bills combined should be $2,600. So, okay, let's say, you say, okay, my rent is the majority of the rest of my bills. Let's say your rent is $1,500. So you already know you're gonna have to save. You want to save a little extra over the biggest bill. Like, I would advise a person to save $100 over their biggest bill. So if $1,500 your biggest bill, then you put $1,600 towards it. Like, you not paid $100, but just put up $100. So you putting up 16. So basically you say, okay, 400 of this has to go towards rent. So you done been up paid your rent, and you got $100 still in there for other bills and the next rent, whatever. When I get, and I'm working on them, but this is what I learned, and this is what I'm gonna do. See, right now, in my situation, I'm almost there, but you know, my situation is different from a lot of y'all's. We don't even gotta get into detail. It's different. Solo dolo. You know what I mean? But, so, 400 towards your mortgage or rent or whatever it is. You still got other expenses, but you still got $600, like, because you make $1,000 a week, and if you putting $400 up a week for your rent, you still got another $150. You already got your food money out, so you still got another $150 a week to buy clothes, to go to the movies, for your other bills, like little stuff like your phone bill, Netflix. Okay, if your phone is $100, that's $25 a week. You still got $150. You see, a lot of stuff people don't factor in, that, you know, you can do these things. You just have to be more strategic, and you have to make more money. See, if you got your money budgeted out right that you make, then every money that you make on the side, all the money you make on the side, is gonna just make it even better. See, I messed up on multiple occasions because I wasn't factoring in how much I actually took home compared to how much I actually had to pay for all of my bills. And then when I start doing it, it's like you get in a hole, and it's like you look at it, okay, I make enough to pay my bills, but when you're in the hole, it don't seem like it. So you got to stay out of the hole, and you got to always be supplementing your income. So now it's like, you do what I'm saying, you could get a car, you could finance a new car. Here's why I say this, because again, you make $4,600 or $4,000. Your rent was only $400 of the $1,000 that you make. So a person, you still have, after that, you still have, you factor in food. Okay, $150 a week food. That's $550. You factor, now you still have $450 left. So you got your money set aside that you saving. So it's not like you going broke by whatever you choose to finance. So you still got like $300 to $350. You say, okay, well, I can't pay more than this. So you get a car for $300. $300. You say, well, if you want a new car, you already know you're going to have to wait a while and keep banking up a little over that 8, because you want to keep the 8. That's $10,000 a year almost. That's $9,600 a year if you keep doing